Hello, stars! TehJew22 here, and welcome to another edition of TehJew22 Talks. Now, last time my guest was the man known as Rockhawk64, or officially the URL is the Rockhawk64, and I had a wonderful time talking with him. I've had some good times talking with him and hanging out with him off camera, but my next guest is a guest that I've known just a little bit more longer than that, actually quite a bit longer, and this is a guy that has wanted to have an interview for quite some time, but never got around to it. But without further delay, I give you a guy that you probably have heard of before, but if you haven't, I give you the artist currently known as Prince Mario. Anyway, welcome to the show.
Welcome. I accept my welcome to TehJew22.
So anyway, how are you doing?
I'm fine. I just recorded Luigi Galaxy for my LP, and it's actually a successful recording after I had 3 failed recordings of it.
Oh, really? I always hate when, you try to record something and it just doesn't come out right.
Yeah, it just lags a lot, especially on Elgato like I use.
Yes.
And the commentary is going to be really low quality, but let me just tell you, for people that criticize my audio quality, I don't give a crap.
Well, hey, that's something that should be left unsaid, but even so, I get where you're going at, so don't worry about it. But I still use a Dazzle. Like, audio-wise, it's perfectly fine, but, the Dazzle, yeah, I need to upgrade, but I do have a plan in the works to get...
Maybe you can save up for an Elgato, but where I live, they do not sell them at Best Buys anymore, and I have no clue why.
I have no clue why either, but I was just going to tell you, no, I actually have a friend, I'm not going to say any names, because I don't want to offend him, but a friend of mine is planning to sell his Elgato because he got himself a new Hogpog rocket. In which he is actually happy with. Not to say he wasn't happy with the Elgato, he is. It's just that the only thing he did tell me, which I will say, is that when it came to recording off of, you know how different recording setups have different files?
I do.
Yeah, like some can record in AVI, others MPEG, or like all sorts of other files, like base files that you record. Well, he's actually happy with his Hogpog rocket when it records, so that he doesn't have to use a video converter to get to the video style that he wants it to be when he does the editing. So in other words, it saves him a lot of grief in that sense.
Yeah.
So in other words,
Elgato can be a pain in the ass sometimes.
Really? How so?
The software can be pretty slow sometimes.
Okay, I'll have to remember that.
Yeah, but overall the quality is brilliant that will get out, even for an NES game or a Wii U game or an Xbox One game.
I'll have to remember that. But yeah, I do have a friend. He's willing to sell his Elgato now that he's actually happy with his Hogpog. So again, a deal is in the works, but until then, I'm stuck with my Dazzle, and I know that it doesn't look good on screen, but
I know the Dazzle can't record HD and requires a bunch of splitters.
Yes, it does, but at least it still works with old games like Hollywood Squares.
Yeah, and also I can use my Elgato with Mario 64, which was the first Mario game I ever played, as I said, in my LP.
Mm-hmm.
I like to repeat stuff.
Well, yeah, so I don't like to try to repeat stuff. I just try to...
I try not to.
Yeah, that's true. Not to say that is a pet peeve of mine. It's more like a pet peeve of some people. I'm not going to say who.
Yeah, it's a pet peeve of some people. Slurping's a pet peeve of mine.
I see. Well,
for a lot of people, slurping can be a pet peeve.
Yeah, I would think so too. But anyway, let's see. What else could we talk about? Oh, of course. Simply put, how did you get into the Let's Play business?
I was watching LP since like 2010, and since 2012, I've actually wanted to do one. However, I was often criticized by my parents for being too young.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Like a lot of people, I was highly influenced from Chugga Conroy.
Well, well, what more can be said about Chugga Conroy that has not already been said?
Yeah, yeah, he's pretty much one of the best.
Yes. I mean, in fact,
And he was one of the first to get popular. Kind of like AVGN made gaming on the internet in general popular.
Yes, definitely. In fact, I started watching Let's Plays when it was like late 2008, like what is it? No, September of 2008. I remember now. Uh, I remember the first couple of Let's Plays that he did do, which was the Mother 3 translation. That was the first one that really caught my eye, and ever since then, yeah, I could see why Chugga Conroy
His
is a
his
star.
Mario Sunshine one was the first one that caught my eye, and I watched it back in 2010 because I was like, what does Mario Sunshine look like, and why have I never played it?
I mean, I wondered that too, but I mean, but then again, I did play that game when it came out. I don't have the game anymore because, well, we'll get
Yeah,
to that. We'll get to that later on.
Sunshine's kind of a weak Mario port in my opinion. It's not a terrible game, but it's not a great game.
Well, yeah, it's not a great game. It's one of those games that you just play for fun. You don't.
It's one of those games with basically mixed. That game has had mixed reactions. Like some people like it, some people don't, and my dog is friggin' barking in the background.
So, wait, your royal dog is barking?
Trust me, she is not very royal.
Well, I mean, I'm only saying that just because you're a prince.
Yeah, I kind of am.
Just like I am a toad.
Yeah.
But
So,
oh god,
I will never be a prince in real life, and you will never be a toad in real life.
no, that is true. It's just more or less an embodiment, not so much
Yeah.
an actual thing. But anyway, uh, oh yeah, back to your story of how you got into the Let's Play business.
Hmm. I basically, when my 15th birthday came last year, I was looking at how to do a Let's Play video, and I always said to my parents, get me a friggin' capture card.
Yes,
And they had gotten me an Elgato, and Best Buy still had them.
yes,
And then I was just the entire time I was just like wondering what game should I do. Even though my first LP was Zelda Ocarina of Time, which is still one of my favorite games to date. My first LP was originally going to be Mario 64, but due to how overplayed that was, I kind of switched over to Ocarina of Time and decided to do Mario 64 at a later point.
yes. And I did see I've seen your LPs every now and then, and they are really good.
Mhm.
I mean, don't get me wrong. They are very good, and
At least for starting out, they were.
for
I don't
starting
like
out,
looking at my older videos that much.
well, I mean, I also on occasion do look at my older videos and think, I could have done a lot better with it, but I do think, there's room for improvement.
I have a really fun story.
Well, what is it?
When Tanuki Teddy actually commented on one of my earlier videos, it was an Ocarina of Time video. He was all like he loved Ocarina of Time. And I decided to look at his channel when he first posted his video, and then I was like, "Is he really starting out?" Those were my first thoughts.
Yes. In fact, I don't know. I forget if it was through a friend or if he came. I think it's through a friend more likely than not. But through a friend by the name of Solar Warlock, he took me to. By he, I mean Solar Warlock. He took me to Tanuki Teddy's channel, and I remember the very first video. I'm pretty sure you've seen it too.
Like I can still remember me being one of his first actual fans.
Oh, you know what? I don't see why you wouldn't have been. I mean, I'm a big fan of his too, and
Yeah.
I mean, heck, a lot of people that I have talked to that I've mentioned Tanuki Teddy about, whether I mention it to them or whether they mention it like you have,
Yeah, like
the,
for example,
mhm.
I can still remember my first two actual subscribers were you and Via Vanille.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Those were my first two actual subscribers, though neither me or Via Vanille watch each other's videos that much anymore.
hmm. Well, that's unfortunate, but
Yeah.
I
I
can't
got
say
less and
much.
less interested in on how long her Skyward Sword videos were taken. But of course, she has a busy personal life. I do know that. We all have busy personal lives.
Well, yes. In fact, I might as well mention this while we're at it. Um, also, I should do this for my good friend Kaunas board because he mentions that I keep
I
forgetting
love
to
that
do.
freaking guy. Yeah.
Well, hey, he's my friend. But
Yeah.
no, but I'm doing this for him more than anything else. Uh, the thing is, as far as if and Board, if you're watching this, as far as how to get into one of these interviews, first of all, you have to be my good friend, and you have to be my good friend for quite some time. I mean, you can't just be some random guy that comes out of nowhere and asks for it. And
Like I don't think Mario Rock 57 will be in an interview for a while.
sadly, no. But hey, he's still got some time.
Hmm.
At some point, I will have him on. But
I just noticed that his sister actually changed her username.
yeah, we'll get to that in a moment. No, I gotta mention more to my friend as far as how to get on these interviews, and I'll get back to that in a moment. So yeah, if you want to be on this interview, number one, you have to be my good friend. I mean, you can't just be some random stranger uh, out of nowhere, and I have to know you a little bit. But
Keep in mind, we've commented on each other's videos for over a year now.
yes, that too. But I meant, and also, um, that's actually just about it. So yeah, to go back to what you were saying.
Yeah, like I really think that's a good point. I don't really think some random person should comment saying he wants to be in there.
Well, of course. I mean, there's a lot of. I mean, really, I would do one for like SlimKirby if he asked for it. I'm, I mean, not that it might, not that it's highly improbable or
Slim
improbable.
Kirby was another early LPer I watched.
Yes. I mean, what more can we say about him that hasn't been already said?
Yeah.
But no, but no, really. I mean,
Especially
if
the whole I lost by 1 coin thing.
yes, I remember that. Oh my God. You know,
I remember in Mario Party 3 I've actually won by 1 coin.
really, I didn't get to see that one, sadly.
Yeah, and more. It wasn't in my Mario Party 3 LP, but one time I was playing Mario Party 3 with my father, I won by 1 coin. Twice in Mario Party 3. Yeah.
Really?
And both of them were I won to Daisy by 1 coin.
Oh my God.
I could never do that again even if I tried.
Hey, I think the only thing that could probably beat that is playing or Mario Party 9 and having actually tied and
Oh
still
yeah,
won.
I've seen that, and I've actually tied before in Mario Party 10. I wanted to show you that on Twitter.
Hmm. I'll have to check that out at another time, but
Yeah.
I forgot what else. Oh, right. But yeah, those are good memories of Mario Kart or Mario Party as well as SlimKirby. Very fun memories of him,
Yeah.
really.
I don't think I'll ever forget in late like 2011 me winning to Daisy by 1 coin. I literally flipped at that time
Wow.
because I'd seen Slim Kirby lose by 1 coin at that time. I was kind of the same on Chugga Conroy's Runaway Guys video.
Oh, of course. Okay. Um, let's see. Oh, but yeah, going back to SlimKirby, if as improbable as it would sound, if he did want to be in the interview, I would be absolutely out of my mind not to put him in there.
Mm.
Yeah,
I don't think Slim Kirby will really look at either of our videos.
yeah, probably not. But I'm just putting it out there, really.
Mm.
Okay. Let's see. Next stuff.
I mean
next,
his girlfriend FiyahKitteh does watch your videos, and you watch her videos.
Yeah, probably. But I mean, I know that she has a busy life as well, so I
Yeah,
mean, I'm
like
not going
even
to.
else, she has a busy life.
Yeah, heck, everybody has busy lives. I
Yeah,
mean,
I have a busy personal life as well.
exactly. And anytime that we can, whether it's doing interviews or playing on the Wii U or
Yeah, like in fact, I went golfing earlier today. Yeah,
yeah, or just having fun
yeah.
outside. It's always fun.
I I'm just gonna let you in a little secret. I'm
What?
not half as good in real golf as in Mario Golf.
Well, I would have thought so too. I mean, I'm not that good in real life golf. I mean, I can do well in like
I
what.
mean, I'm good at driving the ball at least. I can drive the ball around 210 yards. I'm just terrible at putting.
Well, I'm actually the opposite. I can't even drive that far, but I can putt.
Hmm.
So I'm
The
the
farthest
opposite.
I've driven was around 240. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Sadly, I don't have the abilities of Happy Gilmore because if I did, I probably would be more busy.
yeah. If you did Happy Gilmore on a golf course, they would kick you out and you'd probably get arrested.
I meant like no, not the antics, but more like the swing.
Yeah, the swing, not like the acting like Happy Gilmore. Especially the scene where Happy Gilmore beats the crap out of the alligator.
Well, I wouldn't know what to do with an alligator, sadly, but
Yeah,
uh,
I don't. Alligators will really only bite you if they're aggravated. At least I've heard.
yeah,
Crocodiles are the ones to worry about.
yes, especially what happened to Captain Hook.
Yeah.
Even though he's not a real character, but you know the story about Captain Hook.
Yes.
Let's see other stuff we can talk about. Hmm.